A month ago, I made this video of how you can use NotebookLM and Gemini to create AI comics, and this video did fairly well. And today, I want to show you how you can take your NotebookLM comics and bring it up a level by adding audio narration to your comic so you can get something that looks like this.
22,000 subscribers. And it's been stuck there since the Stone Age. But then, while scrolling through the digital abyss at 2 a.m., he found it. MiniMax Audio, an AI voice generator that could turn a squeaky toy into a superstar. A crazy idea started to cook. The setup was perfect. The mic was hot. With one click, Franklin wasn't just a guy in a tech room anymore.
And that is just a small snippet of how I generated the audio for our comic. Just a quick recap. If you want to generate your own comic, come to AI prompts, go to graphic novel designer, and you can create or copy this gem over to Gemini. And then from there, you're just going to prompt Gemini. Eventually, it's going to give you a source. You copy it over, and then you're going to generate your slide deck, which is going to bring you here, and it's going to create the different themes for you. I played around with a couple of different themes before picking out the exact one I wanted for my video. Now, I do have a more in-depth video if you want to follow that to create your AI comic. But the audio, and that's what I want to talk about in this video, there is a powerful tool, and you probably guessed it, it is MiniMax Audio, which you can use to create realistic sounding audio for your storytelling narration. Once you generate your images, create your audio, you can just put it all together on something like DaVinci Resolve, add in your different effects, and you're going to actually create a little story that actually looks pretty good with a nice narration. But let's take a step back and look at the narration itself. So you can see here we have MiniMax Audio, and as always, I will have a link in the description below, but this is a very powerful tool because of the features that they have incorporated and built in. So you can see my script here, and it has all these different colors. I'm just going to remove them because I want to show you how easy it is to add in different emotions, different sound tags, different pauses. You don't have to do when you're generating audio. This is a super powerful tool. So if you want to add in or change how the person's speaking at any point in time, it is simple as highlighting a piece of text, like it's a numbers game, and maybe we want the emotion for that to be sad. So we can click sad, and you can see it highlights that part, and it says it's sad, and it says the numbers are currently winning, and we can add an emotion there, and we can be disgusted by that, and you can see the emotion gets applied. Now, if we want to add a pause for dramatic effect, we can hit pause button, and we can say 0.25, or alternatively, we can hit pause, and then we can say, okay, let's make it 1 second, 1.5, or we can even do a custom amount of time. So we can actually go through and we can change all of this up with different emotions and different pauses throughout. There's also sound tags, and you can see we can add a laugh if we want, we can add a chuckle, a cough, and it's going to create a really good sound where you're going to hear the person talk, and it's going to go through with all the different emotions, the proper pausing, all the proper timing to get the proper voiceover that you're looking for. And that is just the text itself. I want to talk briefly about the model selection. So you can see here, this is Speech 2.8 HD. They also have a turbo version, which is 40% cheaper. And speaking of cheaper, MiniMax is 25% cheaper than ElevenLabs. And first-time users do get 10,000 credits just for signing up. But here's where things get really wild. A free user just signing up not only gets the 10,000 free credits, but they also get 3 free voice cloning slots, and this is normally paid features everywhere else. So everything you're seeing me do in this video right now, I'm doing on completely free credits. And you can see the UI is really clean, so we have the ability to add in all our text, and we can change up everything we need, and we can also adjust the models based off whatever we want. So all is good. We can also adjust the voice, and we have voice modifiers, so we can adjust the speed, the pitch, and the volume of the voice that we choose. And when we go to choose a voice, you're going to see a library of voices, and we can see the recommended voices that we can use, and you can go through. There are a lot of different voices we can go by. We can also search for a voice. So say we want a powerful English male voice or an audiobook young male voice, we can do that. There's different filters. So you can filter by different languages, by different accents, by gender, by age, by category, and currently they support over 40 different languages. Okay, so it is all really cool because now you can use MiniMax Audio to create clips for your Gemini comic strips, and you can align the comic with the audio and you can get a really cool outcome, which I will show you at the end of the video. I'll show you the entire 1-minute comic strip with my narration over top. But there are a lot of really cool ways you can use the text to speech. So up here I added all my own text in, but we don't have to use that at all. You can actually see here we have an upload button. So we can actually upload our own file and it accepts PDF, text, HTML, documents, and you can support up to 200,000 characters. So right here where my head is, there's this long text enabled. So it can go all the way up to 200,000 characters, but it is really cool by uploading any of these files or even importing a URL, you can instantly create a podcast. We have this white paper here. I'm going to download it. We're going to come back to MiniMax over here. We're going to hit upload. We're going to upload the PDF and we're going to hit create. Now I am working on creating an entire podcast based off a white paper and it just works. And you can see all of our text here that was added in. Now it's just a matter of hitting generate and it will create the entire podcast for us, effectively converting a PDF into a podcast. Okay, so I briefly talked about voices and the ability to create your own custom voices using a completely free account. Let's dive into that a little bit further. So on the left here, we have two options. We have voice clone, and this will allow you to clone your voice with as low as 10 seconds of audio. So we can actually hit the record button here or upload our own audio. And then once we record 10 seconds, it's going to say, hey, do you want to preview it? And it's going to allow us to preview it. We can hit confirm saying we have the rights, and we will hit generate to say, hey, generate our audio voice clone based on our own audio. And once you do that, if you go back to text to speech or the voice library, you can go to my voices and you can actually see that we have this instant clone here of my voice called Franklin. So we can actually hit play now and use my own voice, or we can hit use, and that's going to load up the settings here with the text to speech. Under voice, you can see it says Franklin, or we click it and go to my voices and hit use. And now we're going to use my own voice. So the same NotebookLM comic I did before, I can actually have it use my own voice where I don't have to worry about making mistakes as I go along. So as I'm recording this video, for example, I don't have to worry about making a mistake and editing out myself. It would be just flawless each and every time. So let's just keep this generation simple and you can hear what that sounds like.
This channel is the best.
It's not bad considering it was a very short cloning of my own voice. So 10 seconds and that's what you got. If I recorded a much longer segment and uploaded the maximum number, it would make a better clone. And it is really cool considering it can work with multilingual accents. As cool as voice cloning is, my favorite feature has to be voice design. So on the left here, we can go to voice design. So we can put in a prompt here, like a gruff pirate captain. We can hit auto generate here. It's going to generate text preview based off whatever your prompt is above. And now we can actually hit generate and it's going to generate a voice for us based off what we put in up here. So if you're creating a story and you want to use a specific voice, you can actually create it by using a voice design and they come out really good. Now we are given 3 options and we have to pick the best one.
Oh, shiver me timbers. Oh, shiver me timbers. Oh, shiver me timbers.
The second one does sound like a Homer Simpson version of a pirate. So we can select the one we like. We can hit select voice. We can give it a name. We can give it fill in this information. And now we can save the voice and we have a voice now that we can use when we come back to text to speech. We can go through the whole voice setting and we can now have and use that voice. So imagine you're doing a historical figure role play and you want to cover historical figures. You can actually bring them back to life and give them their own voice by using MiniMax audio. Or maybe you're creating YouTube, TikTok, Instagram content. You want to create a 15-second short clip and you want to get a consistent voice with excitement and pauses and you want to make it perfect. You can actually use this, generate the audio you want. You can always use it because it's very consistent and you can use it over and over again to create your brand audio. There are so many different use cases for generating audio. I think this tool is very good at doing it, especially considering how easy they made it to add in the emotion, the pauses, and the little sound effects to make it sound more, human. There are some other things you can do here as well, and I'm not going to go into it too much, there is music curation that you can do. There is also this voice isolator. So if you want to remove the background and just take out the voice, you can do that as well. I also have a series on the channel called Mastering and then a Tool, where I do a much greater deep dive into the tool. I happen to do Highlight, which is MiniMax, and I cover a lot of audio and I go very much in depth about everything it has to offer. That video is just over an hour long. You can look it up by looking up the Ultimate MiniMax High-Low Guide 2026 full tutorial, and that will give you and cover everything you need to know about MiniMax audio and much, much more. And there's a reason why I picked MiniMax to do a in-depth guide about. It's because it creates very good, high-quality content, and as always, I will have a link in the description below, so if you want to check this out, I definitely recommend you to give it a try, especially considering free accounts get such generous offers right just from a free account, just for registering and signing up. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Is this your go-to tool for audio generation now? What do you like about it? What do you want to see improved? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more AI content. I cover it on a daily basis. Like the video, it tells the algorithm you enjoy this type of content. And oh yeah, I did not forget, here's the full 1 minute clip of the comic book story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.
In a world where content is king, one man is about to face his greatest challenge yet. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are currently winning. Meet Franklin. He's got the fancy lights. He's got the red hoodie. He's even got the cool glasses. But he doesn't have the one thing every creator dreams of. Progress. 72,000 subscribers. And it's been stuck there since the Stone Age. But then, while scrolling through the digital abyss at 2 a.m., he found it. MiniMax Audio. An AI voice generator that could turn a squeaky toy into a superstar. A crazy idea started to cook. The setup was perfect. The mic was hot. With one click, Franklin wasn't just a guy in a tech room anymore. He was an opera-singing, beatboxing, AI-powered machine. It was time to hit the scariest button on the internet. Upload. Boom! The algorithm didn't just wake up, it went into hyperdrive. From tablets in bedrooms to phones on the bus, the AI Franklin was everywhere. The subscribe bell wasn't just ringing, it was singing. 99,000. 100,000. The wall is officially smashed. Franklin learned that sometimes, when you're stuck in a rut, you just need a little robotic spark to help the world finally hear your true voice.
Like that, AI tools, AI news.